We just heard from the president in what sounds to me, just looking cursorily at the short comments he made, the strongest he's made yet about the impact of platforms like Facebook. What did he say?
Yeah, I agree, Chris. The White House really ratcheting up the pressure in the past few days, specifically on Facebook. Here's what the president had to say a few moments ago.
On COVID misinformation, what's your message to platforms like Facebook?
They're killing people. I mean, look, the only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated. And they're killing people.
And the White House is indicating that they think this is something that Facebook can do more of. They cited some research from May that found that just 12 people account for the majority of misinformation out there. That report was by an outside group, but it does identify those people, and some of them are still active, and that's a type of issue that the White House would like to see addressed.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what the strategy is beyond. I mean, those comments to say they're killing people, are unlike anything that we have heard before. I just came back from Arkansas, which for a couple of days last week had the highest number of new cases, I think the second highest number of deaths. They have a Republican governor, Republican politicians across the state who have been pushing for vaccinations, and yet they have such a low vaccination rate. I think statewide it's somewhere around 33% have two vaccines. So what do they think is really going to get through here? What's the strategy?
Right. Well, and to that point you raised about Arkansas, they said today that a majority of cases, or almost a majority, about 40% of cases right now are coming from just 4 states. And 1 in 5 cases are coming from just Florida alone. The CDC director referred to this as a pandemic for the unvaccinated. So they are really trying to focus attention on getting to the people who aren't vaccinated, because there are definitely the early warning signs that we are looking at another surge in certain places. The White House advisors and health officials have indicated that they're going to continue the strategy that they are on of trying to get messaging out to people, trying to combat this misinformation, doing this sort of one-on-one outreach, trying to lean more on physicians to try and get the message out to their patients. But I asked the press secretary today, are they going to do anything to mandate the vaccine, maybe even for federal workers or members of the military? She said she had no update on that. And we also have not heard the administration really coming out and encouraging employers to require the vaccine for their workers. So another lever potentially they could pull down the road, but one they don't appear to be pulling at this point.